Alright guys, Gambling Kiwi here for our best bets round 6 NRL 2023. Before we touch on that, we have to go back and recap on round 5, because why would you listen to me in round 6 if you don't know what happened in round 5, etc, etc, all the way back to round 1, but don't go back and look at round 1 because that was horrible. Round 5, what happened? Roosters absolutely killed the Eels. We didn't have a bet on this one because I like both teams, but man, the scoreline didn't really represent what happened in that game. The Roosters just slaughtered them. Talking of slaughter, the Panthers absolutely slaughtered the Raiders. It's like the season finally opened up. Whoa! Nothing more to be said there. And then the Storm came out. I was tipping the Rabbits for this one. If I actually did that kindergarten crap, but I don't. So this is our first season back to the NRL, and we kind of watched last season, or the second half of last season anyway. And we're like, yeah, man, this NRL's awesome. Let's get back into it. I've been away for about 10 years. And the thing I've learnt the most is just that can we draw a star here? The power of the star players is a lot more important than I thought. I was just watching the teams, what teams are playing the best. I wasn't really, just trying to learn the teams first this year, and then learn more of the players next year, and then maybe next year we'll start doing, try scoring bets, or that sort of stuff. And we're just focusing on the teams. But man, with the star players back, the Storm. But every week, we'll come back to this too. Every week, the Storm has upset me. Every week, if I go for the Storm, they lose. If I go against the Storm, they win. So far, every round. But we didn't bet on any of those games. Our bets were all on Super Saturday. We had 4 units on the Eagles, and I had nightmares all week. I had nightmares of Newcastle Knights running me down, trundling over me on their fucking horses all week. And I sweated this game, and I knew I shouldn't have bet against them, and it came to fruition. But luckily, we did get the draw. I don't know how we only got a draw. Eagles had like 5 chances to win that game in Golden Point, and the first 3 chances he had, he just booted the ball away. It's like he didn't want to win. So I thought we'd lost all 4 units. I was yelling at the TV. I was angry. It was not a good time to be me. But the TAB refunded me 2.3 units out of that game, so I guess they gave me half the profit I would have got if they had one. So that was nice. Dolphins lost some of their star players, and they just collapsed. They absolutely collapsed. We won't be betting on them for a while. Maybe against them, but we certainly won't be betting on them for a long time. I wouldn't even bet on them to beat the Tigers next week. If they were playing the Tigers next week, I'd be like, nah, stay away from that game. But the Broncos came through with our 5 units, beating the Tigers. So we got our 5.7 units back from there. And the Warriors were paying up to almost $4. I wonder how much, because they were like 20 points down at one stage. I wonder how much they were paying at that moment in time when they were 20 units down. And what a comeback. Game of the season easily. Maybe the Roosters beating the Rabbits in that grudge match. But Warriors 20 points down, coming back to beat the Sharks. The penalty at the end was a bit weird. I don't know what was going on, but whatever. Warriors got it done. And then, honestly, by the time we get to the last game of the round, I'm pretty beat. I didn't really pay that much attention to the Bulldogs versus Cowboys, but the Bulldogs did win it in Golden Point there. So good on the Dogs. So we were +3 going up in the season, coming into this round, thanks to the Warriors. So we bet a total of 10 units. So we bet 10 units on this round. We got 5.7 back here, 2.3 here. So it gives us 8 units back. So we got 8 out of 10 units back, which is a negative of 2 units. So we're down to +1 for the season. Alright, let's get into it. NRL round 6. Now, starting off is the Roosters versus the Storm. Now, the Roosters had a tough game. They're going to be sore. They're going to be tired. The Storm also had a tough game as well. So, about even coming into this one. The Storm are at home, and every time I bet against the Storm, I'm wrong. But that's not going to stop us. We're crazy here. We're still going to put half a unit here on the Roosters. And if that comes to tuition, we will get a full unit back. My recommendation is don't follow that bet. Knowing my luck, my recommendation would be just bet on the Storm. They're at home. They look absolutely fantastic last week. Their defense is really strong. The Roosters have been averaging about 20 points, 20 to 28 points per game. But we're a Roosters fan. We're biased. We're going to go for it. We're going to go with the Roosters because we are crazy. So we're going to call this our crazy bet. We're going to do a crazy bet on the Roosters there to get... Well, it's not really crazy. It's only half a unit. But still, we only got one unit... Let's come up here. For the season at the moment, we're only plus 1 unit. So risking that half unit on the Roosters, yeah, I guess it is crazy. We need to be tightening up, but we don't do that. But then we're going to come over here and we're going to put a bit of a safer bet down here. So that's our crazy bet, and this is our safe bet. On the Rabbits here, we've got a full unit on the Rabbits. And I think if they win, we only get like 1.4 units back. So it's a small profit. But I think they should be fine against the Dogs. The Bulldogs haven't been looking that great this season. I mean, they're always solid. They're a good, solid, middle, average team. But the Rabbits are on up top. And they should be just fine. What did the Rabbits do last week? They lost to the Storm. Yeah, so is Rabbits losing 2 in a row? Nah, probably not. I think we're pretty safe with that one. This is our hospital game. Whoop. Just stay away from that one. I'd say the Cowboys. I'll tip the Cowboys. I'm not going to bet on it though. We're going to wait and see because let's just see how the Dolphins rebound. I don't see them rebounding, but let's wait and see what happens first. Panthers vs Eagles. This is going to be a tough game. I would tip the Panthers here to win this one, just because the Eagles' performance last week against Newcastle, just they didn't look the same. It's like they flew too close to the sun for too long, and now they've crashed. Can they come back? Can they rebound? It's the same thing. Let's see how they rebound. I mean, they didn't lose. They did still bring back, they lost us 2 units, but they did bring home 2 units as well, at least. So we're just going to stay away from that one, but I would tip the Panthers. Broncos here, 5 in a row. Just on fire, looking awesome. So we've got them as part of our parlay. Sharks down here with the bye. Titans vs Dragons. It's going to be another close game. I mean, the Dragons did look good against the Dolphins. But the Dolphins, I just feel like it was a dragon eating a dead dolphin. The Dolphins are already dead, and the dragon just came along and ate it. I don't think they killed the Dolphins. I just think the Dolphins killed themselves. Dolphins are out of water too long. Dragon came along, ate it. So against the Titans, I'm not too sure how this one's going to go. Just stay away from it. I'm not even going to pick a side. Just stay away from it. Newcastle versus the Warriors. Warriors beat them last time, and it's our home team. They're flying strong. What a game against the Sharks. So I think they have to lose this one though. I do. I should cancel that bet, but we won't. Bet's been placed. We're going to keep it. I'm just not feeling very confident on that one. You can only sprint for so long, okay? And I think that win against the Sharks was him sprinting over the finish line. I don't know. I don't know if they can 2 games in a row on the road. I just don't know if they can do it. But we didn't bet against them on the Sharks, and they were paying nearly $4. We really should have. So we have to back them this time. We just have to go for it. And we've got the Eels down here against the Tigers. Shit it! Can we make the Tiger cry? Shed a tear for the Tigers. I'm sorry to see you guys fall so much. And that's our safety parlay there. The Broncos and the Eels are our safety parlay. We can bring that over here. Boom, boom. And we put 2 units down on that. And if that comes through, we get 2.9 units back. I think the Warriors will get us 0.9 of a unit if they win, which that's a lot of risk for not much reward really there. So we've got to hopefully, hopefully stuff can work out for us. How much will we put down? So we've got a unit here, 2 units here, so that's 3. So we'll settle down a bit. We've got a total of 4 units on the line. Where can we put that? So we've got a total of 4 units on the line this week. Best of luck, everyone. That's all I got to say. Best of luck, guys. Go the Warriors. I think the safety parlay is pretty strong this week. Pretty obvious safety parlay this week. If you really want to, I'd go Broncos, Eels. Obviously, that's what I did. If you really want to add a third team in there, I'd go Rabbits. And if you really want to add the 4th team in there, which I don't recommend, I'd go Cowboys. That's it. Best of luck, everyone.